Hey there, folks. So I'm here in Portland, Oregon, and just wanted to share this with you because, where I live, it's kind of important. I'm not sure if this is really important where you live, but, in these times, pretty high likelihood you could benefit from doing something like this. So this is my just in case uh, food bag because, something could happen, like there could be a wildfire or an earthquake or a volcano, um, a cloud burst where you get flash flooding, um, a lockdown where you're supposed to stay home. So I have this bag of foods for just in case, and it's not really enough. Right now I only have about 2 days worth of food in here for me and my daughter. But ideally you want to have about 2 weeks worth of food. So you need to have another 10 times this amount. But I just want to show it to you guys. Maybe someone will see this and take a little bit of action to make their lives a little better in the future. So this is just a gallon Ziploc bag, and what I've done is gathered up a bunch of shelf-stable food that is not going to quickly perish, and it's going to be mostly waterproof things that I can travel with in case I have to leave from where I'm at and go somewhere safe. Now, ideally, there'd be about 2,000 calories in here, which is what a person's supposed to eat in a day. Just for reference, what that looks like is, eggs and bacon with toast for breakfast, and a fruit, a salad, burger and fries for lunch, and let's say chicken parmesan with pasta and salad for dinner. That'd be what the FDA would recommend for a person to eat in a day. So what is inside of this bag is maybe 1,500 calories. It's not 2,000. And in an emergency situation where I have to leave and run out of here for whatever reason on foot, and I have to grab my emergency food, I'm going to want more than just 2,000 calories, but this is what I have. So, what that looks like on the inside, I have stuff for breakfast, I have stuff for lunch, and then I have things for dinner. So basically what this is, I try not to do too much of this, but here are oatmeal packets. So it's dehydrated food, and a dehydrated food is not really ideal because you have to have water to mix it with, hot water. But these are lightweight and they have a lot of sugars in them, so it's going to get me going. Plus the oatmeal will stick to your ribs a little bit. There's also these coffee packets. This is just for something to have in the morning to get my day going. There's a little bit of applesauce, and then I have we'll say this is the morning too. I have this heavy duty protein cookie. So this is about 240 calories taken with the applesauce and maybe a hot chocolate in my coffee. We're looking at maybe 400 calories if we're lucky. So that's breakfast. There's not really a great lunch here. For lunch, what it's looking like is chicken. So I've got about 180 calories worth of chicken, and I have these crackers to eat it with, so that it's not just the chicken packet by itself. So let's see, 400 from in the morning, another, we'll call it 200 in the afternoon, so we're looking at 600. So that's not even half of a day's calories. But still, if you have zero prepared, then 600 calories is looking pretty good right now, and that's approximately 3 times what a person in Palestine is eating in a day. So this protein bar, it's got 190 calories. So between this protein bar, this packet of almond butter, and this protein bar, we'll call this my midday snack. 150, 210, so that's 360. So this is actually looking like a better meal than all the previous food. 360 plus another 190, so 550 calories for my midday snack. And then at night before going to sleep, it looks like I have lentils and this meat stick. So the meat stick is 130, and the lentils are looking like 150, so that's 280 for my evening meal. So with the 280 and the 550, that's 850 calories right there, plus the 400 from earlier. We're looking at about 1200 calories in one of these bags for just in case. So, you know, it's not much food, right? This is not much food, but if something happens and you need to run out of your house, you want to have something in your hand so that you're not going to go hungry while you're on the run. And you know, or if you're stuck in your house because of a flood or a earthquake or whatever, and you have to eat what's just easily at hand that hasn't spoiled, then it's good to have something like this just sitting around. So, you know, what I've got here in my backpack is I've got 4 of these bags, and each one of these bags has about 12 or 1500 calories in it. So, you know, it's nowhere near as much as a person needs for a day. But again, if you're not eating anything, if you don't have anything prepared for in case of emergency, you know, this is just something that is pretty easy for anybody to do. So again, this is just my, in case I have to run out of the house or in case I'm stuck in the house, emergency food bag. And there's, you know, ideally I have 14 of these so that I can survive for 2 weeks without any outside support. Since I have my daughter here with me, then I would want to have 28 of these, or, you know, more. But, you know, this is basically like the equivalent of a thrown together meals ready to eat. So, you know, it's not the best option, but it's better than having nothing laid by. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, you know, what I have is I have my emergency in case I have to go bag, and inside of it I have these food packages for if I need to eat something when I'm on the run or stuck in my house. And it's just a good idea to have a little bit of shelf stable food that you have set aside for just in case. And that's the whole reason for this video. So again, just to share with you really quickly what goes into one of those bags of emergency supplies as far as the way that I've got it. And I've been adding to these things slowly to try and round it out a little bit more. But basically for breakfast I have a high protein cookie. They make these high protein cookies for people who are doing backpacking. And then I have a couple of oatmeal packets. So my breakfast is a couple oatmeal packets and a high protein cookie. And I also have these fruit snacks to eat with my breakfast. There's a fruit leather and a applesauce cup. And then for my lunch, I have chicken. Got this chicken and these packages of crackers. So that's about a little bit better than 400 calories for breakfast and lunch. And then I have these things are kind of cool. It's, you know, comfort is important. So even though this isn't really calories, having some coffee packages, it's going to make it so it's easier for you to get through your day. In the case of emergency, you're going to be glad if you have some coffee. So I put some coffee packages in there. The same thing with these things. These are electrolyte packets, right? It makes it so you metabolize water better. It's like taking a salt tablet, basically. You know, they're designed to make it easier to stay hydrated. So I have those hydration salts, and that's my breakfast and lunch. And then for a midday snack, I have these various proteins. I've got almond paste, protein bar, another protein bar, there's a fruit leather, and hot chocolate. So midday, the midday snack is actually the most calorie rich one in this accounting. Who says I'm going to eat it that way? But that's about 500 calories between the protein bars and the fruit snack. So then for dinner, I have lentils and a meat stick. So lentils and a meat stick is not quite 300 calories. But again, if you're not getting any food, if you don't have any food, 300 calories is a lot. You know, in occupied Palestine, it's about 250 calories per day for a person. So my dinner is actually more food than they will have for a whole day. This bag represents like 15 times what a Palestinian gets to eat. This is 15 days worth of food for a Palestinian, just for reference. So, you know, if you're for whatever reason became occupied and you had to just survive, it's good to have a little bit of emergency food set aside. So anyway, I just want to make that short video and kind of explain what I'm doing to get ready for in case things go sideways, and hopefully they don't go sideways. But you know, inevitably something happens, whether it's an earthquake or a fire. You know, around here it could be a volcano. Where you live, it might be a flash flood or a tornado. You might have some sort of social unrest, who knows, but having a little bit of emergency food set aside, just a few days worth to make it so you can survive, might make a big difference. So hope you guys take that into thought, be a little bit prepared for what might happen in your life, and I hope you have a great day out there. All right, bye-bye.